Two people can earn the same income, live in the same city, face the same economy, and deal with the same pressure. Yet one slowly builds stability, options, and breathing room, while the other stays trapped, anxious, and broke for years. It's not luck, it's not intelligence, and it's not because one works harder than the other. The difference is not what they earn. It's how they think about money when nobody's watching. When people hear the phrase rich mindset versus poor mindset, they often feel attacked. They assume it's an insult or a way to shame people who are struggling. That's not what this is. This is not about mocking anyone or pretending rich people are morally superior. This is about understanding the patterns of thinking that quietly shape financial outcomes over time. Because most people are not stuck because they are lazy. They are stuck because they keep repeating decisions that feel normal to them without realizing those decisions come from beliefs formed long before they ever earned their first paycheck. Those beliefs don't shout, they whisper, and they influence how money is spent, feared, chased, avoided, and justified. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to move forward slowly but steadily, while others keep restarting from zero, even after getting opportunities, this conversation will help you see why. In this video, there is no hype and no shortcuts. You won't hear promises of fast wealth or tricks that change everything overnight. By the end of this video, you will understand what a rich mindset actually looks like in real life, what a poor mindset looks like in everyday decisions, why income alone doesn't change outcomes, how both mindsets exist at every income level, and how to begin shifting your thinking without pretending to be someone you're not. This is about clarity, not miracles. Before going further, it's important to say this clearly. This content is for education and reflection only. It is not financial advice. Everyone's situation, risks, responsibilities, and environment are different. Nothing here guarantees wealth or success. This is about understanding thinking patterns so you can make better decisions within your own reality. What you do with these ideas is entirely your responsibility. A poor mindset has nothing to do with how much money you currently have. Some people earn very little and still think clearly. Others earn a lot and remain financially fragile. A poor mindset is defined by short-term survival thinking dominating long-term decision-making. It sounds like always needing relief instead of direction. When money is tight for a long time, the brain becomes wired for immediate comfort. Not progress, not structure, not planning, but relief. Relief spending feels like reward. Relief borrowing feels like escape. Relief upgrades feel like proof that life is improving. The problem is not desire. Wanting comfort is human. The problem is that relief thinking keeps money emotional. And emotional money rarely builds stability. A poor mindset focuses on the present moment almost exclusively. It prioritizes how something feels now over where it leads later. Money becomes something to remove pain rather than something to build safety. Spending decisions are often justified with phrases like, "I deserve this," or "I'll fix things when I earn more." The issue is that later never arrives if thinking stays the same. A rich mindset is not about luxury, arrogance, or looking successful. It is about delayed emotional gratification and long-term positioning. It thinks beyond the next bill, the next celebration, and the next upgrade. It asks uncomfortable questions like, what happens if this income stops? What do I actually own? And how dependent am I on circumstances I can't control? A rich mindset understands that money itself is not freedom. Control is freedom. Control over time. Control over decisions. Control over risk. This mindset focuses on stability before lifestyle, ownership before appearance, systems before spending, and direction before speed. It values resilience more than excitement. From the outside, it often looks boring. From the inside, it feels calm. One of the biggest differences between these mindsets is how money is seen. A poor mindset sees money as something to be spent. A rich mindset sees money as something to be placed. Spending ends the story. Placement continues it. One asks, what can I buy? The other asks, what does this money do after I use it? This is why income alone doesn't fix financial struggle. A higher income without a mindset shift usually leads to higher expenses, larger debts, and more pressure. That's why some high earners still live paycheck to paycheck. The numbers change, but the thinking doesn't, and unchanged thinking produces familiar results. Another difference is how risk is understood. A poor mindset often confuses gambling with risk. It wants fast wins, shortcuts, and big breaks. A rich mindset treats risk as something to measure, not chase. It asks, what can I afford to lose? What happens if this fails? And does this decision reduce or increase my future options? One hopes, the other calculates. Time perspective also separates these mindsets. A poor mindset lives in weeks. A rich mindset lives in years. One asks, how do I survive this month? The other asks, where will this decision place me in 5 years? Survival thinking is understandable, but when it becomes permanent, it creates traps. Long-term thinking creates paths. Discipline works differently too. A poor mindset relies on motivation. A rich mindset relies on structure. Motivation fades when life gets hard. Structure remains when emotions fluctuate. This is why people with a rich mindset build boring systems. Automatic saving, controlled lifestyle growth. Clear boundaries, predictable routines. Not because they enjoy discipline, but because discipline removes emotion from money. Changing mindset is difficult because it's not just about habits, it's about identity. Beliefs about money are shaped by childhood, environment, pressure, fear, and social comparison. Changing how you think feels uncomfortable because it challenges who you believe you are. That discomfort is often mistaken for something being wrong, when it's actually a sign of growth. A rich mindset does not guarantee wealth. It guarantees better decisions. Better decisions compound quietly over time. The goal is not luxury. The goal is less panic, less pressure, and more control over your life. Now pause for a moment and reflect honestly. Which mindset did you recognize more in yourself? Where do your money decisions usually come from? Pressure or direction? Are you spending to feel better now, or placing money to feel safer later? Here is your task. Today, write down your last 5 money decisions without judging yourself. For each one, ask whether it was about immediate comfort or long-term position. You don't need to change everything today. You just need to see clearly. Clarity always comes before progress. If this made you think differently, comment what stood out to you the most. Like this video so more people hear this message. Subscribe to Finance in Practice for honest conversations about money without hype. Money doesn't change who you are. It reveals how you think, and thinking can be trained.